Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Sentinels of Melbourne taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25.
On the ready? Red cycle.
Throwing first play is Ritter. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. The Falcons in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Ritter back to throw. Got a man complete to Miller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
Yellow, go. Slide through.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Miller, the man in motion. Ritter off the play fake. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short.
38.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Gibson to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now they go play action with Howell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Howell. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground with Gibson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Gibson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. faking the handoff. Howell rolling to his right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Howell, third and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, the 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Drill 3.
In motion, Hollins.
Ready, go. Field, flat. Pause, red.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. In motion, Hollins. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. It's a great play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely, what a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. And the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. Shoves him aside. Tackle made by Chase Young. Now Ritter going to change up the look. In motion, the tight end. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. On the counter, Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Third and 2, here's Howell. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
On the double. Hey, check Mega. Hut, hut.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Black ultra. Go red. Yellow. Zoom. Black shot.
Ritter now on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
In motion goes the tight end.
Green jack.
Ritter throwing on third down. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready. 6, 7. Slide through. Smash. Red. Blaster. 6.
Ritter looking to throw on first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Fight, 97.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Ritter to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Koo knocks this one through the post. They will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So Kaepernick with a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually. Oh, Howe loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Howe, he'll look to throw it. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
He may go. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Sentinels are back within a score.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe you're urgent.
Ritter has it knocked down. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Here's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Howell. Flush to his right. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Even if he doesn't replicate his big 2020 season, you still marvel at the work Thomas has done. Once a college quarterback, reinvented himself as a tight end, now in his 7th season at the position, and still getting first downs in the NFL.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Robinson toss play left side. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and 8. Option left, and Ritter keeps it. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Desmond Ritter, 64 yards. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Being a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it up. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Off play action. It's Howell. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Howell. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And once more, Howell back to the air. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Sentinels have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
That's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Ritter now. Going deep this time for Miller. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, Ritter. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Hey, green. Hey, blue. Blaster, big. Drill green. Steel, black.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. On the draw, Robinson. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here we go.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Right. Go red.
In motion, Hollins.
Red. Cycle. Ready.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Ultra. Go ultra. Hut.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
In motion, Hollins. Ritter back to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts. Oh, and that is incomplete. Now
has some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Let's go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check, smash. Check, down. Ready?
On 3rd down, Robinson. Oh, nice move. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hut, hut.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ready?
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Steal. Check, steal. Ready?
Again, it's Robinson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's go now.
3rd down and 1.
Blue strike. Hey, red. Green jack. Ready.
Ritter looking to throw it here. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 7.
22 needle.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. David Onyemata in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Oh, that's a sight that pleases Atlanta Falcons fans in a big way, and that's why Onyemata was lured away from the rival Saints to make plays like that. Showed a lot of promise in New Orleans with at least 5 sacks in 2 of his last 3 years there.
And he will stop the clock as he gets to the sideline after a gain of about 10. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to summing up offense in a 2-minute drill? When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. 4th down, Howell, desperation time. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Atlanta, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Melbourne, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.